So it's the Y94 Morning Playhouse, Zero and Amy K. And I thought what we'd do today is we'll just call it fail. And whether it is a fail at home, at work, parenting, in your love life, driving, it could be, there's a million different umbrellas of which you could fail. What is a recent fail you've had where you look back on it and you're like, yeah, that was wrong. I screwed that up. It didn't go my way. Your hashtag fail.
Hashtag parent fail. I know Brooks, if I give him a bowl of a snack, he's going to dump it out everywhere. But I just had to. I had to get him snacks. I was going to the bathroom, so I made him a little bowl. I put some Cheerios in there. I hear it. He dumps it out. It's all over the kitchen. Finally, we sweep it up, clean it up. I give him another bowl of Cheerios. What does he do?
I bet you, and you should have probably known, right?
Thank you. You sound like Steven. Why'd you do it again? He dumps them out. I clean that up. Then I give him these like puffy. They almost look like Cheetos, like Cheeto Puffs. They're like
baby puffs are delicious.
They're baby puffs. Okay.
They're so good.
So I gave him some of those. He wanted them straight from the container. I already knew this was a bad idea, but he is screaming. So I just do it. What does he do? Dump the entire container of his little baby puffs.
He's a real little pinata, isn't he?
Everything. He dumped everything. And then he had raisins later that day. And he wanted the whole box, not just like a little handful. Dumped the entire box of raisins. There was food everywhere.
It didn't go your way. You were just a little bit wrong. You had a hashtag fail. What happened?
Yeah, well, it wasn't too serious, thank God. But my baby was asleep in the back seat, and I ran inside, and I don't know where my head was, but I left her sleeping in the car.
Are you kidding?
Just like 10 minutes, but obviously that's too much. It wasn't a hot day or anything, but no matter how tired you are, you should be mindful and not do that. Clearly, usually she's making so much noise it just threw me off that she was asleep.
That's especially with the weather we've been having, man. I won't make you feel worse, but that is more serious than you're giving it credit for.
Yeah, never. I would never. How? Oh my God. Does your wife know about this? Does the mother of the child know about this?
I was like, so my current vehicle, it's a lease. It has it always tells me, like, check your seats if there was anybody in the back seat. I like that.
I was borrowing Steven's car, and he has a way nicer and newer car than I do. And when I was using his, it would always be like, check the back seat. It lets you know there's something back there, and there's like a little X on the seat, and you're like, oh. I mean, I was going to say who forgets, but clearly it happens. This fella.
Yeah, that's a scary thing. Yeah, it was like a core fear of mine, like early when the girls were real little, and I would be checking the car seats like 4 times, even when I knew for a fact they weren't with me. But I was like, I gotta check.
There are times, especially when I became a new mom, I would always think to go to the back seat to get Brooks, and I'm like, wait, he's not even with me.
Mm-hmm. But
you're just so used to it,
ingrained in you, like that fear.
Someone said my fail. I tried impressing my in-laws by making some homemade lasagna. Well, I forgot to take off the saran wrap on the top before putting it into the oven. All of a sudden, we all smell something weird. Took us 20 minutes before we realized what I had done. Ended up having to order pizza to save dinner.
You know what, though? Nobody's sad pizza shows up.
That is true. They probably were still happy. But, you put in that work for the lasagna. I'm sorry.
Hashtag fail, recent fail.
I didn't check the diaper bag to make sure that it was completely full of wipes and spare outfit, and he had a massive blowout.
Oh.
And I have a little car, and it took me 30 minutes, so I was late for an interview, to change his diaper. I had to use my water bottle to clean off his bottom and everything. I had to use my shirt and pin it around his waist as clothes. I had a spare diaper, but I didn't have any spare clothes for him. I was so embarrassed. And then when I got home, I had to clean the entire backseat of the car because there was poop everywhere.
I really thought she was going to go. So she went to that job interview, and there was poop on her.
If somebody shows up and their hair is a mess, they got like a stained shirt tied around their waist, and they just look like they've seen some stuff, you're like, man, they maybe really need to have, this might be the person that needs this job more than anybody. They're going to put the work in.
I think it shows, they're a hard worker. They get things done.
I'm going to want to hear what that person's got to say. And then once they tell me what all the stains are, I'm going to be like, let's go see if we can find you a shirt.
Listen, we've all been here before. Someone said I signed up for a free trial because I was absolutely going to cancel it before it charged me.
Oh, dude.
That was 8 months ago. I noticed when I was going through my bank statement and realized I had been paying for this meditation app. I really thought I canceled it. I haven't even opened it once.
That does. Any
Cancel
of that
it
stuff
now.
sucks.
Yeah.
And some of those places you reach out and they're like, if it's maybe a month, they'll be like, oh, okay, we understand. It's real hard to get out of some of that stuff.
That I like sometimes that it will like alert you. The places are like, we'll alert you 7 days before your trial ends or a day before. That is nice because then you're like, yes, I am getting rid of this.
And they understand what's happening there. Most people are just clicking it because it was free for a while.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to keep you, man.
All the places should be nice. Let us know when that app is going to start charging.
Could be at work, could be at home, could be with love, could be with your kids. Whatever it was, you had a hashtag fail.
Someone else said, I spent almost an hour packing the perfect pool bag, towels, sunscreen, snacks, goggles, floaties. We get to the pool. I realized I forgot to put my kids in swimsuits. So we had to drive back home.
Need those.
Main thing.
Hashtag fail, your recent fail.
Well, I feel really bad about this. So a couple weeks ago, I was driving down the road, and some guy cut me off, and I flipped him the bird, right? And then I drove off. Well, it turns out that the person I flipped off was my son's basketball coach.
Oopsie.
Yeah, and he figured out it was me. And so I don't know if this was retaliation or not, but my son hasn't been playing the last 2 games. He's been benched. I don't really know what to do.
That's kind of a bummer, especially if you're just doing like a summer camp thing or something. That's supposed to just be a little bit more fun, a little bit laid back. That sucks.
He got benched because of her?
Maybe he's just, is he bad at basketball?
Yeah, I mean, come on. If that is true, do you need to apologize to him? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But you did cut me off.
You do know you cut me up, don't you? I think it's probably unrelated, to be honest with you.
Someone said my husband wanted us to go camping. He wanted all of us to unplug. So we get there, set everything up, start making dinner, realized we left the cooler sitting in the garage. So we had to drive 45 minutes back home, grab the food, came right back.
Wait, at what point, though, you just like, we'll figure it out. We're not going back for this. Like, how far do you get before you just, like, screw it?
Or can you just go to a different grocery store, pick up something else?
Anything else.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to drive all the way back home.
You got to fail?
My wife had a conference, and I had the kids, and I was really excited. I was going to take them to the beach, and we went. They had a great time until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, where my youngest pushed down his sunglasses, and the outline of those sunglasses reminded me like a ton of bricks that I didn't put any suntan lotion on them. The drive back home later, I had 2 Red Lobsters in the back of the car, and definitely an upset wife who I was speaking to. And I am still very new to this. And so there's a lot of aloe vera in our home now.
That sucks. You know, I think we all have it to ourselves, right? You have that one time where like, oh, I can't believe I got myself sunburned. How dumb am I? And you can you're mad at yourself. It's even worse when it's like you were responsible for them. And it's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Giving them a little sunburn? Yeah.
Ugh.
Someone said, I decided this is the year I would finally grow tomatoes, peppers. I was watering them every single day, talking to them. I bought a special fertilizer. Turns out I never actually planted them. I was watering baby weeds.
Look who's coming up. My little dandelions are growing in strong.
Can you plant them again now? Do you still have time?
Oh, boy, I don't know.
Someone said, I spent almost an hour looking for my phone. I checked under the couch cushions, my car, even the refrigerator, because I've done that before. Finally, my teen daughter looked at me, rolled my eyes, and said, Mom, you're talking to Grandma on it right now. So you had the phone on you?
I can't find my phone. You're like walking around. Where did I leave this thing? Well, how did you call me?
I've done that with my glasses before, where I've been looking for my glasses. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're on my head.
And you got a fail, your recent fail?
Oh, man, I tried to do all those little dance moves that they do, and I was, really getting into it, and so was my dog. And then I ended up, she was dancing with me, and I tripped right over and fell right on my bum.
Oh, so you're trying to do a TikTok dance or something? Didn't work in your favor from the sounds of it.
This one's sad. My daughter begged for us to do a lemonade stand, so we spent the morning making signs, making lemonade. We live on a dead-end street. We only made $2, and one of the customers was Grandma.
You know what, though? But at least Grandma got a nice cup of lemonade.
Oh, she was probably sitting out there so long with her little lemonade stand.
It's awful, though, when you see kids and you're like, oh, my God, they're so adorable. I want to go get something. You really don't have any money, like physical money.
It's so hard. I only usually have my card on me. I never have cash. And there's this group of girls that always have this lemonade stand kind of on a corner near where I live. I pass them. I'm always like, I don't have any money. I have coins.
Boy, the kids that invest in, like, what is it called, Square or whatever, where they can take debit
Stop.
cards,
That's
those kids would make a killing.
That's wild. I think if anything, maybe like put your parents like Venmo
Oh,
QR
there you
code.
go.
That would be a good idea.
There's an idea. We accept Venmo. That's a smart idea.
That's the only thing I could think of. I never have cash on me.
It could be at work, could be with your kids, could be in your love life, could be cooking, could be a million things. Your recent fail.
Oh my God. So I took my son to the beach and I sprayed him with, sunblock so he wouldn't burn because he's that real pale
Another one of
skin,
these.
And lo and behold, I just reached in the bag. I wasn't even paying attention. And it ended up being my mosquito repellent. So this whole time, my son was baking. That my poor son is like a lobster. He's so irritable, and I know he's going to blister and peel. I'm like horrible.
Sad. So, like in your case, you actually did think you put something on him. You're like, well, he got no bug bites at least.
Someone said I was kind of similar. I was so worried about my kids. I forgot to put sunscreen on myself. I'm so burnt everywhere. I can't even sleep. It's so uncomfortable.
Your hashtag fail.
Well, I guess I just had a moment of laziness. We all do. But I was at a resort with my kids, and I'm just trying to get a minute. I'm busy. I'm just trying to get a minute in the pool. And my little son comes up to me with his little water wings on and says, Mom, I have to go to the bathroom. So I just said, honey, can you hold it for a little bit? Well, about 10 minutes later, I hear my son just, Mom, Mom. And I hear people going, ew, gross. And like the lifeguard's blowing a whistle. Turns out my son had to go number 2. And you could see that it was coming from him because essentially it ended up being a brown explosion. And of course, they asked for my room number. And when we go to check out 3 days later, there is basically a charge on my room for $1,200.
That's so much money. That is quite the poo charge.
Well, let's just say it was a crappy day that day.
Oh my gosh. This made me think of another fail I had. It doesn't have.
That made you think of a fail.
Listen, it's kind of intertwined and not because of poop, okay, but about a hotel. So Jamie was in town this past weekend, and then she'll give me like hand-me-down clothes from her kids and things like that. She forgot to give it to me when I saw her. So when she left town, she sent me a text and said, I left a bag for you at the front desk of the hotel. Just go there and pick it up. We already had a busy day when we were setting up for the fair and all this stuff. So finally, I get Brooks. We go to the hotel. The hotel she was at, they must have redone their parking lot. So you could hardly get in or get out. I had to park at the hotel across the street, walk over there. I said, hi, my friend was staying here. She left a bag for me.
It feels like such a drug deal right now.
Okay, it felt so weird. They made me get my ID to show who I was. And I said, my purse is in my car and I'm across the street. Your parking lot's under construction. She wouldn't give it to me. I said, what about, I have my debit card on my phone. So I'm trying to do that. It doesn't show your name on your phone debit card. I didn't know how to prove who I was. And she's like, you're really going to have to go get it. I had to walk back outside, get my phone. Finally, she would give me the stuff. But I'm like, what is the security in this hotel? I said, it's in an orange children's backpack.
It's toddler clothes.
That's what I said. It's just swimming clothes and shoes.
So you got the stuff?
I got the stuff. But when she was making me go back out to my car, I almost was going to say, just throw it away then. I am so frustrated. I've had such a long day. Please, it's just children's clothes. My kid is right here with me.
Little did you know, there was a code brown in all of those clothes.
No, there was not.
Well, I mean, it's been washed.
Ew.
Been washed. Recent fail you got?
The only thing I can tell you is make sure when it's time to do the naked mambo that you lock your doors. My kids walked in not once, not twice, but 3 times. And then by the 3rd time, they wouldn't even get out.
It's a surprising amount of times that you had visitors where you didn't lock the doors. I feel like that could have been handled differently. The progression of events there feels odd to me.
Well, were they in the middle of things so they didn't get up to go lock it? And they're like, okay, get out of here. We'll be done soon.
Mom's busy.
I mean, and then they just kept coming back.
I guess
You
so.
gotta lock it.
You guys done yet? Or they know full well what's happening. They're
No,
just like impatient.
ugh.
And we need our peanut butter sandwiches.
So once I rushed to work with my iced coffee, phone, laptop, lunch. Somehow I set my coffee on top of my car while I was unlocking my door. I drove away 2 blocks later.
worst.
My entire coffee exploded across my windshield.
And you know what? It's going to be scary, whatever it is. But if it like falls and it's spilling all over, especially if it's something dark colored, you're going to have a moment
What
of
is
panic.
it?
What's happening? What bird just unloaded on my vehicle?
Someone said, I told myself this is the summer I'd start jogging every morning. I made it one day to the end of the block before I realized, no way, I can't do this. I ended up walking home carrying my water bottle. Just like that, I was done.
You know, jogging's not for everybody, right? It's not for everyone.
Maybe try like a walk in the evening.
Build up to the jog.
Yeah, we don't even need to build up. We're just good with the walk.
Just maybe the walk gets a little bit speedier. Maybe it doesn't.
No,
May,
it
may
doesn't
not.
ever have to.
Your recent fail.
Oh, God. I feel really bad. This is something I think maybe every parent should learn from. We were making s'mores the other day with the kids, and my daughter was there, and she's got the marshmallows and ready to go, and the fire was just not really happening. So I poured a whole bunch of lighter fluid on it, and it blew up and singed her eyebrows.
Holy smokes.
It was bad. I mean, luckily she didn't get burned, but the eyebrows are long gone, and I feel horrible.
You burned your daughter's eyebrows off? She has none.
It sounds that way.
Eyebrows make or break a person.
They do. They really do.
No eyebrows.
No eyebrows is a problem.
Someone said, I decided to pressure wash the deck because everyone online made it look super easy. Well, I got a little too close, too much. I accidentally stripped off the stain on half of our deck.
Wah, 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 wah.
Someone else said, I surprised my wife telling her I'd take care of dinner. I was planning on making tacos because I knew we had ground beef. However, we didn't have taco seasoning, tortillas, or cheese.
So you just had some warm beef.
We ended up just laughing about it, and I ordered us takeout.
I'll put this in the fridge. Maybe we'll
At
do something with it later.
least, yeah, at least you still kind of took care of it.
Recent fail.
Well, the worst thing that happened is we left our kids. Me and my husband left our kids with my parents, and we went out. Had a date night, just me and him. And during dinner, I get this emergency phone call, and it was my dad. And I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he's like, "Well, guess what little Libby said?" And I was like, "Well, what?" And he's like, "Well, guess what? It rhymes with truck." And wow, what's worse than your parents knowing your kid is cursing?
And well, where'd they learn this from, huh?
They said it once, okay? I feel like it is not that big of a deal when a child swears.
It's kind of cute, actually.
It is kind of cute. It's a little silly. You just tell them we don't say those words.
If you can't make it stop, it's less cute. But when it's just, whoa, where'd that come from? You laugh at it.
My sister was out of town, so my mom was watching the girls for a week or a few days. And my mom must have swore. And so my niece called me and she said, Grandma said the S word. Obviously, I know what she's saying. But I said, oh, what's the S word?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
honey.
I was trying to bait her to say it and she wouldn't. And then she's like, S-H. And I was like, oh, shoe. She said, shoe? No. And she just kept going. I said, just say it. I won't tell Mom.
Just say it. Did she eventually say it for you?
Yes.
Yeah, she did. You're a great influence. Really, really good aunt in there, Amy K. And your recent fail?
So my kids are really big into TikTok, and they're always doing the dances. I thought I'd make my own account.
There you go.
And I learned the hard way that I'm old because I was trying to do this, I think, a move and pulled my shoulder.
All just trying to be cool.
Yeah, it was not fun. The shoulder got better, but my dignity didn't.
Yeah, you know what? Let's say you'd even pulled off the dance. I don't know if you're going to get the follower count and traction count of some of the people you're mimicking, right? There's a certain bit of youth and dancing in your underwear, I think, that seems to make you succeed.
More
on
popular?
TikTok. Yeah.
Someone said, my most recent fail, locking myself outside of the house while taking out the trash. I was barefoot and in pajamas. And someone else said, I bought my dog one of those little kiddie pools because I thought she would love cooling off in it. Instead, she refused to get in the pool, spent the entire afternoon laying in the mud next to it.
And recent fail.
This is something I'll never forget. I had met a girl over the phone, and we started chatting it up. She seemed really cool. I seemed cool. So she lived like 3 hours away. And I said, cool, but let's send pictures. So I sent her a picture of myself. She sent me a picture of herself. And she was really cute. I thought, well, this is going to work. And then we were talking on the phone. I said, I'll get a hotel for us. She showed up at the hotel that I had already booked for 2 days.
Okay.
And she didn't tell me that half the side of her face was paralyzed, that she had some type of palsy, that her face didn't move at all. So it was weird.
So did you guys end up getting to know each other and having a good time? Like, did it kind of progress into anything? Did you hook up? I guess I have a lot of questions. Maybe you got to know her and like her?
I still hook up with her because I paid $190 for each night of the hotel, and I drove 3 hours. So, yeah, I did still hook up with her.
Oh.
What a weird overall thing. I can't.
Yours makes me feel icky, man. I don't like
Agree.
yours makes me feel... I meant, like, did you get to know her and realize maybe you were being judgy? I don't like yours. Yours makes me feel sad.
I do not like that.
And
we're moving on.
we can't end on that one. Is there some more, Amy K?
Someone said my fail was trying to catch my kid's water bottle as it was falling off the counter. Instead, I punched it across the kitchen. It exploded everywhere. And someone else said my fail this morning. I was trying to sneak out of the house early without waking anyone up. The dog knocked over the baby gate, barked like crazy, and woke up the entire house.
So you were unsuccessful,
Sounds
is what I'm
like
hearing.
it.